Can a person suffocate inside a coffin? The coffin's interior space isn't that small. Besides the person lying inside, there is actually a lot of space, providing ample oxygen. If a person is unfortunately buried alive in a coffin due to some reason, they can still survive for several hours or even days, relying on the oxygen in the coffin, while waiting for rescue. Eva expressed deep skepticism about this rumor. She believed that even with oxygen, a person could only survive for a maximum of 2 hours in a coffin. It's impossible for an adult to live for several hours or even days. To verify this rumor, she decided to take matters into her own hands and have Adam bury her alive to see how long the oxygen inside the coffin would allow her to breathe. So, the elderly couple bought a large coffin, and they were about to start a real experiment. However, for the sake of safety, they first decided to test how long a person could survive in a coffin without being buried in soil. To ensure Eva's safety, she was fitted with a heart rate monitor, a breathing monitor, and night vision equipment to allow her to see inside the coffin in case of danger. During the test, Eva spent about 50 minutes inside the coffin. Her blood's carbon dioxide concentration reached 5%. Keep in mind that a carbon dioxide concentration of 4% is already dangerous, and 10% would lead to suffocation. For Eva's safety, they had to remove her from the coffin. Even in a laboratory without being buried in soil, she could only last 50 minutes. This makes the rumor of being able to survive for several hours while buried alive in a coffin seem somewhat unbelievable. The rumor claims that the person buried alive was mistakenly diagnosed as dead due to medical misdiagnosis, leading to a living person being buried in a coffin. Therefore, Adam and Eva found a doctor to inquire whether a misdiagnosis of death was possible. The doctor stated that if he hadn't studied medicine before, he might agree with this viewpoint. But after he studied medicine, such a claim no longer holds water, because current medical science is completely different from the dark medical era of the 17th century. In today's medical field, determining death requires checking over 5 physiological responses, including electrocardiograms, breathing, carotid arteries, etc. The chance of a misdiagnosis of death is almost zero. Whether it's the experiment in the laboratory or the doctor's explanation, the rumor seems shaky. However, for the sake of experimental accuracy, Eva decided to be buried alive herself to test how long a normal person could survive when buried in soil. To ensure the safety of the experiment, Adam and Eva built a transparent room that could be dismantled at any time. Then, they placed Eva in the coffin, put it in the room, and then filled the room with soil, burying Eva alive. As the soil continuously filled the room, Eva's heartbeat accelerated, indicating that her oxygen consumption was also increasing. Eventually, as the soil continued to pour in, the coffin was crushed, and Eva reached her limit. She had to be pulled out. This time, Eva only lasted 30 minutes. Eva said that even though she knew there was no danger, she was still scared when the soil poured in. And she felt scared in the dark coffin, so her oxygen consumption increased, causing her to come out after only 30 minutes. She also said that no one would last long inside. I am surprising reality. See you next time.